Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of Australia's most chilling and enduring mysteries. A tale whispered around campfires and feared by travelers across the vast, lonely outback. Forget your city lights. We're talking about something far more ancient, far more enigmatic, the Min light. Now, if you've ever gazed at the endless, stardusted canvas of the outback sky, you know it's a place where the ordinary melts away, and the extraordinary feels perfectly natural. But out past the remote town of Boulia, in a place so big it feels like the whole world swallows you whole, that's where the legend of the Min light truly comes alive. They say the outback's got eyes, not the kind that blink, but the kind that watch, patiently, from the shadows. So, what is it? Old stories hum that it's the spirit of those who died far from home, wanderers whose bones lie unburied under the deep red dirt, yearning for companionship in their eternal solitude. It's said to call to travelers a beacon of sorts, luring them off the track deeper into the vast, silent wilderness. Some folks swear it guides the lost, a ghostly lantern leading them back to safety. But others, with a shiver in their voice, will tell you it does far more than guide. It keeps them forever. Our story tonight centers on a man named Jack Callahan. Jack was a drover, through and through, a hard man, seasoned by sun and dust, used to the profound silence and the harsh beauty of the scrub. He wasn't one for fanciful yarns or ghost stories. His world was made of hard work, long distances, and the undeniable reality of the land. He believed in what he could see, touch, and heard, until, that is, one moonless night changed everything he thought he knew. Jack was heading through the Channel country, a place of ancient riverbeds and shifting sands, when he saw it, a bluish glow, hanging low and almost impossibly still over the plain. His first thought, another drover, a campfire perhaps, a welcome sign of life in the desolate expanse. But as he drew closer, a cold knot began to form in his stomach. This light wasn't flickering like a flame. It was floating, perfectly silent, gliding smooth and unnervingly through the air. It wasn't a campfire. It was something else entirely. When Jack instinctively stopped his trusty ute, the light stopped too, mirroring his every move. He shouted, his voice swallowed by the immense quiet of the night. No answer, just the vast, empty expanse and that silent, luminous presence. Then, it began to move closer, a faint, almost imperceptible humming sound emanating from it, like bees buzzing softly in a jar. It was an ethereal symphony that set his teeth on edge. Panic, cold and sharp, seized Jack. He slammed the pedal, the ute lurching forward, tearing down the track, kicking up a plume of red dust. He twisted the wheel, sped faster, desperate to outrun it, to leave it behind in the dark. But no matter how he turned, no matter how fast he drove, the light followed. It was always there, just behind him, never touching, never leaving. A persistent, silent guardian in his rearview mirror. It felt like a cat playing with a mouse, toying with him, testing his resolve. Then, through the frantic thrum of the engine, his radio hissed and crackled to life. Static filled the cabin, a harsh, grating sound. And through the white noise, a voice, faint but utterly clear, cut through the din. Jackie turned back. Jack's blood ran cold. It was his father's voice, unmistakable, a voice he hadn't heard in 3 long years since his father had passed away. How was this possible? What was happening? Before he could even process the impossible, the engine of his ute coughed, sputtered, and then died. Silence, heavy and absolute, descended upon him, thicker and more terrifying than any noise. The Min light, still hovering outside, now seemed to pulse with an eerie intensity. And then, out of the utter blackness beyond that single blue glow, more lights appeared. 2, 3, then a half-dozen more, soft, luminous orbs, drifting silently from the shadows. They began to circle him slowly, deliberately, a silent, celestial dance. The air grew heavy, thick with the scent of dust and something else, something ancient, something that hinted at decay, of things long past. In the soft, ghostly glow of these ethereal lights, Jack's gaze fell to the ground beside his ute. There, pressed deep into the ancient sands, were footprints. Bare feet, small and numerous, moving closer, closer, in a silent, ghostly procession. And then he saw her, a woman's shape, indistinct at first, then coalescing, gray, and cracked like ancient earth. Her eyes burning with the same unsettling blue as the lights themselves. She raised a hand, slowly, deliberately, and as she did, the surrounding lights flared blinding white, a flash that seared itself into Jack's very soul. And that searing instant, Jack knew, with a certainty that chilled him to the bone, that the Outback had claimed him. The Min light, and whatever ancient entities accompanied it, had finally found its companion. They found Jack days later, miles from anywhere, slumped beside his ute. He was alive, yes, but profoundly changed. His eyes, once sharp and steady, were hollow and distant. His dark hair had turned white overnight, a stark testament to the terror he had endured. He never spoke of what happened out there, not a single word, but occasionally, in moments of quiet reflection, he would mutter to himself, a haunted whisper that carried more truth than any shouted testimony. They're not lights. They're looking for company. And that, my friends, is the chilling legacy of the Min light. It's a story passed down through generations. A warning whisper to those who dare to venture into the untamed heart of Australia. So next time you're on a long, quiet road, especially if it's under the vast ancient sky of the Australian outback, and you happen to catch that pale, mysterious glow bobbing in your rearview mirror, heed Jack's unspoken warning. Don't stop. Don't wave. And for your own sake, don't, under any circumstances, try to follow it. Just keep driving. Keep your eyes on the road ahead and accelerate away from that spectral invitation. Because once the Min light finds you, once it sets its ancient, luminous gaze upon you, they say it never lets you go. The Outback has its secrets, and some of them, like the Min light, are best left undisturbed, viewed only from a safe and ever-increasing distance. What do you think? Is it a natural phenomenon, a trick of the light, or something far more ancient and supernatural? Let me know your theories in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, hit the like button, subscribe for more fascinating tales, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Thanks for watching, and stay curious, stay safe, and remember to always look both ways, especially in the Outback.